Tomorrow will be a week since I got my stitches taken out of my finger. And I looked at Strava and I found out I had 157 miles, 156.3 or 4 or something like that, more miles to reach 2,000 for the year. And I didn't have a goal set for this year, but I saw that and it's so close. I have a month left, I can do it. So I've decided that I'm gonna do it. And I spent last night getting ready for this ride that I'm gonna do. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm gonna spend the night at a hotel up near my mom's house. Adam's gonna go home, take care of the dogs and the cats. And then in the morning, on Friday morning, I'm gonna go for a long bike ride. So, on a bunch of trails. He's not comfortable with me riding on the road yet because of my finger. He's afraid I'm gonna have trouble braking or something. So, anyway, I spent last night getting ready for this ride. And I charged all my devices. And after I got home from work, I got home from work early since we have a holiday tomorrow. My Garmin is completely dead. I had it charged while I was going to work. It's completely dead and it worked 2 weeks ago. I don't know what's going on with that. And then I pulled a bunch of gloves out to try different gloves to see if any of them would work for my finger. But before that, I talked to the people at work and I'm like, I need good ideas because I don't know if I can wear gloves, but I really need to bike and it's going to be really cold. So what are your ideas? And this is the idea that one of the ladies I work with had. Well, mitts, of course, but I don't own any yet. We have ordered a pair, but they haven't come yet. But these ones have a flap. You can see my splints on in there. Also, the thumb has a flap too, but it's really annoying because it keeps opening. Kind of squishes my fingers together. And as you can see, that splint takes up quite a bit of room. So I'm not sure, but I brought an assortment of other gloves. Actually, I only have 2 other gloves. I'm pretty annoyed because last winter I bought a pair of gloves from REI and I used them all winter and I washed them at the end of the season, at the end of the cold season, and put them in a drawer and didn't look at them again. Didn't think about that I needed to look at them. All the liners inside are completely messed up, so I can't even get my fingers in the holes in the fingers. So I'm pretty annoyed about that because those are the gloves that they're mid-weight. So more likely what I'll be using most of the day. But, well, I'm back to these gloves because, or at least for this hand, because they're mid-weight. I do have my other thick gloves. I bought a pair of heated gloves and I tried them on. I just got them yesterday. I tried them on after they got in the mail and they are too small for my hands. I can't think of what it's called. The elastic part that should go up where the cuff is halfway up my palm, just way too short. So I will be sending those back. So here's glove 2. This is what I've been using for 20 something years in the winter. And well, I haven't been using them that long. I've had them that long. But anyway, the splint doesn't fit in here, but I figure I can't really bend my finger very well anyway in these gloves. And then they're cushioned from the other fingers. So I'm gonna try this one. That was the end of that test ride for the first one that my coworker lent me. Okay, glove number 3. I've got the latex glove on, or nitrile, whatever, and this glove, which will probably be the one I use the most. So now I'm gonna try that. I actually think I could fit my splint on top of this one. So I think that will actually work out pretty good. But I'm gonna go ride. See, the problem is nothing feels comfortable right now because it just hurts. These are the lucky turkeys. They get to live past Thanksgiving. It's 46 degrees and I'm going up north, but I'm going to the lower elevation. And it's supposed to be 55 as a high tomorrow. So I should be all right temperature wise because I'm actually pretty warm. So, oh dear. Well, I've got my splint on. I think that's gonna work. Definitely can't wear these gloves without a splint on because there's no padding for when I bump into things. I've got several things to bump into right on my handlebars. The thing I'm most concerned about for tomorrow's ride, or Friday's ride, is just my hand sitting on the handlebars for too long and making the blood pressure go up in my hand, because it really hurts when it throbs. But it hasn't throbbed in a while. My tendons ache though, because I have to sew for 10.5 hours a day at work. And my fingers, you know, I can't move them the way they normally move. So the tendons are getting stretched and used in ways that they're not designed to be. So my hand just hurts anyway. My husband is really good with electronic things, so I'm really hoping that he can get my Garmin to work tonight. And I'm gonna work on getting my glove liners poked back out so I can actually use those. This is just a quick, like 3 or 4 mile ride, I'm not really sure, just to test some gloves and make sure I'm prepared for tomorrow, and make sure my hands could actually handle being on the handlebars, or hand rather, not hands. And I think I need to clean and re-lube my chain while I've got some time, because I could use it. I'll see you next time for the big ride. I'm hoping it's really long because I have the entire day to bike. So until then, get outside, ride your bike, do anything fun, go do a 5K or whatever. Just do something outside.